Welcome to 2Ed Bulletin 131 for April 8th, 2023. Defying the U.S., Mexico's second nationalization of electricity moves forward. On April 4th, the Mexican government signed an agreement to purchase 13 power generation plants from the Spanish multinational Iberdrola. The purchase turned the state company into a majority owner in electric energy generation in Mexico. 3 weeks after hundreds of thousands mobilized to mark 85 years since the expropriation of oil by former Mexican President Lázaro Cárdenas, the federal government announced it is purchasing 13 electric energy generation plants owned by the Spain-based Iberdrola for nearly $6 billion. The 13 plants represent 8,539 megawatts of installed capacity, with 8,436 megawatts corresponding to combined cycle gas and 103 megawatts to wind. Altogether, the purchase represents 77% of Iberdrola's installed capacity in Mexico. The deal will increase the share of Mexico's state-owned power company, CFE, to 55.5% of the market, up from 39%, according to the president. Quote, "In other words, the CFE becomes the majority company. If we add to this that final plants are being built and hydroelectric plants are being rehabilitated with new turbines, all under the CFE, we can affirm that the Mexican state will maintain around 65% of all energy generation at the end of the 6-year term," added President AMLO in Tuesday's televised announcement. The Mexican Electrical Workers Union, ESME, will issue their public statement on the Iberdrola purchase next Tuesday, April 11th. We'll be sharing it on 2ED's social media. In early 2019, AMLO postponed the scheduled renewable energy auctions, thus imposing an indefinite moratorium on new private wind and solar projects. AMLO has also called for the nationalization of lithium and the creation of a publicly controlled national lithium company, modeled after CFE, that would control lithium extraction, processing, and commercialization. In October 2022, AMLO unveiled a sweeping energy reform bill that included nationalizing Mexico's lithium reserves. The US and Canada have long claimed that AMLO's energy policies disadvantage US firms in favor of Mexican state-owned power utility Comisión Federal de Electricidad, CFE, and oil producer Petróleos Mexicanos, or Pemex, thereby quote-unquote undermining international firms and cross-border supplies in violation of the USMCA, or the United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement. In October 2022, in an effort to undermine AMLO's initial energy reform efforts, over 40 U.S. Congress members, including 11 House Democrats, sent a letter to former President Trump stating that Morena's actions went against the USMCA's spirit. In January 2023, the Biden administration escalated the situation, announcing an ultimatum. The Office of U.S. Trade Representative Katherine Tai further pressured Mexico by declaring, quote, one final offer to Mexico to open up its markets and agree to more supervision. Democratic Party Senator Ron Wyden, chair of the Senate Finance Committee, recently claimed Mexico is, quote-unquote, flouting its USMCA obligations by excluding U.S. renewable energy firms. Quote, 8 months have passed. American clean energy producers are still waiting for access. In my view, it's long past time to say enough is enough and escalate this into a real dispute settlement case, Wyden said. On Tuesday's televised response, AMLO indirectly responded saying, quote, "We understand and are respectful of other policies, but we consider that it is very important for our country to maintain public companies such as the Federal Electricity Commission, CFE, and Petróleos Mexicanos, Pemex, and we should not bet on privatization in social activities and strategic activities for the people and the nation." Pointing to an article he inserted into USMCA stipulating Mexico's inalienable ownership of its oil and gas, AMLO asserted, quote, "Everything we are doing in energy is in accordance with the Constitution, with our laws." Follow us at 2ED Global for more news on the public pathway.